What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday, and I could not be more excited today than to be talking to you about one of the greatest bands of all time that's still going strong to this day, the Rolling Stones, and the Top 5 Rolling Stones songs. And of course, this is my opinion, so let's get right to it. At number 5, Satisfaction, the smash hit from 1965 that would end up on the Out of Our Heads album. You gotta have this on your list, and I'm sure a lot of you would have this at the top of your list, and I would not argue that, because it is just the iconic guitar riff that Keith Richards came up with, which legend had it. He was noodling around on a guitar in the middle of the night with a recorder, listened back to it the next day and just heard that little da 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 na na bit and put it to those two chords, and then the rest is history. You know, those anthemic lyrics by Mick Jagger, I can't get no satisfaction. To this day, they still close out concerts with that song, and for good reason. So that is at my number 5. Now at number 4, Ain't It Black from 1966 that would end up on the album Aftermath. This is just such a cool song. Just the energy in it, the Eastern influence that I believe it was the idea of Brian Jones to add the sitar into the mix, which is just perfect with that Eastern guitar riff. And I believe he probably got that idea from George Harrison, who had done it a year prior on Norwegian Wood. The Stones always were kind of one step behind the Beatles creatively, but they totally make up for it in emotion. I mean, when Jagger is just going off at the end of the song with "I want to see it painted black," and the bass is just going crazy, it is awesome. So that is at my number 4. Now at number 3, Gimme Shelter from Let It Bleed in 1969. This song is just amazing. Just the opening, the way it builds up with that really cool chord structure by Richards, and the falsetto, mysterious vocals that eventually build into that major riff, and Charlie Watts doing his thing on the drums, really driving this song ahead. But really, the star on this is the female vocalist, who just soars to amazing heights when she says "war, children." It's just a shout away. What a strong message with this song, that at the time, of course, Vietnam was going on, and that's kind of what this was paralleling. And of course, it's been used in many films, some set in the war at that time. Martin Scorsese's used it in several movies, and for great reason. It is cinematic, it is amazing, and it is just at my number 3. So now at number 2, Monkey Man from the same album, Let It Bleed. A lot of you are probably like, what? How can this be at your number 2? But man, I'm telling you, I love this song so much, and for similar reasons as Gimme Shelter, as a matter of fact. It has this amazing intro with that really cool high-pitched piano sound that builds up into another iconic guitar riff. There's not a riff quite like this one. It's just so, it has this kind of wild abandon to it. And I really love, too, the middle section of this song, which is not exactly a guitar solo. It's more, it kind of shows off just rhythmically how cool the riff is, and how Charlie Watts is just an amazing drummer, and the piano. It just all fits together. And then taking it over the top with Mick Jagger just yelling, "I'm a monkey," at the top of his lungs, and making these crazy like chirping noises. It's just makes you feel good, and it is fun. So that is at my number 2. Now, folks, at number 1. Please allow me to introduce myself. Sympathy for the Devil from 1968's Beggar's Banquet. This, I think, is the Stones song of all Stones songs. I've gone on and on about this on other lists. Like, it is my number one song of 1968, period, and would definitely probably be in my top 5 1960s songs. And actually, as a matter of fact, probably my top 5 songs of all time. I just think it is brilliant, from the way that they mixed rock with Latin rhythms musically. Also, the guitar solo is just, I think, the best that Richards has ever done. It's just so much passion in it. And then Mick Jagger, never been more brilliant as a songwriter from the perspective of the devil, and then just his performance with going crazy at the end of the song, the hoo-hoos. It just feels like it always is going to be the Stones' best song. And that's really saying something, because, you know, limiting it to a top 5 with this band is tough. I mean, I left off Wild Horses, Miss You, Heartbreaker, so many that just come to mind. Jumpin' Jack Flash, Brown Sugar. I could go on and on and on. So many amazing songs that stand the test of time. But that is my top 5, folks. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Would love to see your top 5. If you feel so bold, leave me a top 10. Because as I said, I mean, the list goes on and on. Love and Cup, man, so many songs just from Exile on Main Street that I left off. Man. So the Rolling Stones, gotta love them. Thank you guys for watching. We got top 5s every Friday and so much more. So please subscribe. And as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Check out some of my other content that you can see on the screen now. Thank you again for supporting Johnny Radio. Take care, and I'll see you soon.